Hello! In this video I'm going to show you how the setup round for how we split our stitches for a Raglan sweater, where we put on hold our sets of sleeve stitches so we can work the body. So at this point you should have worked all of your Raglan increase rounds, have all the stitches you're going to need, and you are ready to move on to the body. So we start by knitting up to the third stitch marker. So this is our beginning of round like usual. We're going to keep our stitch markers on . Okay, so we are at our third stitch marker. This is the first set of sleeve stitches, the first half of the first set of sleeve stitches. So what we're going to do, we're going to take scrap yarn or stitch markers or whatever you like to use to put your stitches on hold. Since this is so small, I like to use these sort of little rounded safety pin. They look kind of like a keyhole stitch marker. You can take your stitch markers off here if you like, or if it's easier to not have to worry about it right now, you can leave them on. I'm going to leave them on for now. So we're going to slip this, make sure none of those stitches fall off. We slip this, all of these, this first half, onto the stitch marker. Close that. Okay, then we flip, and now this is our back needle, or second half of our stitches. So we rotate everything again, and before we work any stitches, we're going to put this second half of sleeve stitches onto another stitch marker. I'm going to keep those stitch markers on just to make it easy right now. So those are your one of your sleeves. Now we're going to start working the body just a little bit. So I'm going to pull really tight, and I'm going to start knitting across these 16 stitches, or whatever number of body stitches you have. So I'll like to knit one and then oops, sorry about that. I like to knit one and pull as tight as I can. Knit a second one, pull as tight. Obviously don't pull so tight that you rip your yarn, but you can pull pretty tightly here. Knit across to our 7th stitch marker. So technically these are the last stitches of a normal round or row that we've been working. We're going to put these on a stitch marker. Okay, so technically that was the end of your of what has normally been a round. We are creating kind of a new beginning of round. We're going to take those, what was originally the first set of stitches, now the last remaining part of our second sleeve stitches. I'll go through that one more time in a second. Okay, so now let's get these a little easier to see. Okay, So this is our new beginning of round. We're going to work all the way around these for our body. These are our sleeve stitches on hold, both sets of sleeves. So if we flipped it to look like a normal sweater, this is our collar, this is our body, these will be our sleeve stitches, or will eventually be sleeves, that we will pick up later once we finish the body.